you have ever wondered what kind of salary you can expect for a front-end junior developer here in Portugal from 0 to 1 year of experience, I will show you the numbers in my case. The obvious need to be said, so this is not an absolute truth, it's just my numbers. We all know that the IT area is a high-paying area, but that depends on the country you are located, the technologies you work with, how many years of experience you have, your negotiation skills, the company you're applying, and several other factors. So I will cover in this video also my expenses here in Portugal, how much I spend with food, grocery, leisure, eating out, travel, rent, and etc. So let's jump right into it. So one thing to have in mind is that I live in Portugal, and if you do a little research, you find that the average salary for a junior software developer in Porto area, for example, is 2,773 euros. Now, this is the gross value, okay? After taxes, it will be obviously a lower amount. So the minimum wage here in Portugal is of 760 euros in 2023, which is the year that I'm recording this video. So if you compare both these gross values, you can see that indeed it is a significant amount. As I said, IT is a high-paying job, even here in Portugal, where the income is lower when compared to other European countries. Now, I will not get into this topic, whether salaries in Portugal are low or not, because I have a dedicated video on that topic. Now, let's get into my numbers. I have here my cheat sheet, and I'll start off with my first job. So to give you a little bit of context, I started my first job as a junior front-end software developer in 2022. So last year, February 2022, I had no professional experience, but I had worked with different technologies such as Node, React, Postgres, Python, C, C++. So I knew a couple of things. I had done some small projects at school, and it went very well. My professors complimented the project a lot, so I thought I was in a good shape. I was in a good path to go and actually search for a job. So just to give you a little bit of context on how much I knew before I actually started applying for jobs and etc. No professional experience, no internship or anything, but I had done a few small projects. So the first offer I got was of 18,012 euros. I can say the actual number because I no longer have a contract with them, so how much that is exactly per month after taxes. So 18,000 euros gives me a monthly salary of 903 euros and 45 cents, like real money that hits my bank account, plus 170 of meal allowance. So the actual number was around 900 euros plus 170-ish euros for meal allowance. So you can see that it's a little bit above the minimum wage, which after taxes is around 675 euros. So yes, that was my first job, and that was my pay for 11 months that I've worked there. And now we get to my second/current job. So a little bit of context again, I had 11 months of experience when I applied for my second job. As I said before, I was able to tell you how much I made on my first job because I no longer have a contract with them. However, at my current company, for legal reasons, I cannot share the actual value. So what I will do here, don't worry, I'm not going to just tell you that I'm not going to tell you. I will give you a range, and you will know that my current salary is within this range. So my annual pay for a junior front-end software developer with 11 months of experience is between 35,000 euros to 40,000 euros. Now that includes everything: meal allowance, gross monthly pay, and also we do have an annual bonus. So all of this, all of my benefits, we also do have few benefits: transportation benefits, phone club, monetary support for people who have children. In that case, I don't have children, so I actually don't benefit from it. But also budget for technology gadgets, so everything, not just the actual money that hits my bank account, which is of course lower than if you divide 40,000 or 35,000 per 14. So as you can see, it was actually a significant leap from 18,000 euros to 35 to 40,000 euros annually. And now I want to also talk to you about a very important topic, which is consulting versus product companies. I don't know how the reality is in other countries, but as for Portugal, consultant companies tend to pay less than product companies in general, and I will explain why and how I came to this conclusion. First of all, what is the difference between a consultant company and a product company? Well, there are several differences. The first one, the core offerings. The core offering of a product company is what it sells, the product itself. So the company's success depends on the quality, the design, the marketing of the actual product. For example, Spotify is a product company. They have a product which is the music. They sell the access to music. They sell this platform, and it all comes down to whether the app is well designed, whether there are songs that you will actually like, that you will actually listen to. So the product, basically it's product focused. Another example, BMW, the company I work for, their product is mainly their cars. As for consultant companies, their core offering is their consultants. They sell the knowledge and the skills of their consultants. So these people will provide specialized services. So consultant companies build personalized software for specialized clients, okay? And they help them achieve specific objectives. The second main difference is in the customer relationship. A product company is very customer focused because their end customer is the person who will actually buy the product. So after that person buys a Spotify subscription, it's done. The company won't have no longer a continuous interaction with the client. This interaction is often limited to after sales support and stuff like that. So as for consultant companies, this is kind of different. So a consultant company will foster a more interactive relationship with their customers, and consultants will actually work closely to clients throughout the whole project. And for my experience and for being in the Portuguese market for all of this time, and not only based on my experience but also from a lot of people who I know who also work in this area and mentoring some people and helping people find their first job, what I see is that product companies tend to invest more in their developer. Directly and aggressively speaking, product companies pay more. Again, this is obviously not an absolute truth, and it may be totally different in other countries. So don't just take my word for it. Like I always say, do your market research before accepting an offer or, going after companies that you want to apply. So now let's get into the topic of my expenses here in Portugal. Context, again. I do not live alone. So I share all of my expenses with my boyfriend. So all of these values are divided by two people. So starting off with rent, we pay 900 euros for a 3-bedroom apartment in a small town. So I don't live in Porto, I don't live in Lisbon, I don't live in big cities, I don't really like it. So each one of us pays 450 euros. That is expensive. We could have gone for a much cheaper house here in the area. actually not that much cheaper because, you know, house prices are absurdly high nowadays, but we weren't finding anything, and out of desperation we got this one. So grocery, we spend 400 to 450 euros monthly on groceries alone. Our diet consists mostly of chicken breast, cow meat, tuna, pasta, rice, vegetables, salad, lots of salad, yogurt, milks, tomato. You know, we don't have a strict diet, but we like to eat a lot. So that is you know, more or less the amount that we spend monthly on groceries alone. We cook at home a lot, but we also order takeout from time to time, and we also go out to eat with our friends. Internet, 40 euros monthly. I don't know what the package is. I will live here in somewhere. I used to pay 20 euros for my mobile internet, but I don't anymore because my company actually affords this expense. But let's keep it because it is an expense that I had in the past year. Okay, so gas around 30 euros, water 15 to 20 euros monthly, and electricity, it varies a lot from the season, but 30 to 50 euros. Transportation is about 80 euros per month. I usually go to Porto one time a week. Gym membership, 25 euros per month. And as for me, I usually spend, you know, this is not a shared expense. I usually spend 200, 100 or like 200, depends on what I need here for the house. 100 to 200 euros for leisure or, you know, other expenses that may occur. So I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, why don't you go watch this video next, which I talk a little bit about my day-to-day as a software developer here in Portugal. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.